Welcome back to Living Local. Because health is never a one-size-fits-all journey, finding a personalized program can help you reach your goals more efficiently. Today we're out and about at Quad City Performance, learning more about its anti-cookie cutter approach to fitness, nutrition, and optimal wellness. We're joined by owners Rita and Brian DeColios of Quad City Performance. Thanks so much for letting us stop by, guys.
Thanks for having us today.
So tell us, what was the inspiration for opening Quad City Performance and what sets this gym apart?
Yes, so when we started planning the vision for Quad City Performance, we really had three things that inspired us, and I feel like those are the things that really make us unique. The first is that we want to be the neighborhood cheers gym, where you walk in and everyone knows your name. Here, we really strive to make sure that all of our staff members know not only the names of all of our members, but personal information about them, why they're here, what motivates them, maybe their favorite sports team. So when they come in the door, they get a personalized greeting by name and then a conversation about their life. And that really creates a community atmosphere. And that brings us to our second form of inspiration, which is to be a results-focused gym. So we have really designed a lot of structure here to assure that the members coming in are getting what they need. We want people coming in, getting answers, and actually transforming their life. And then that really brings us to our third form of inspiration, which has to do with our team of professionals. We require a minimum of a bachelor's degree in exercise science or a related field. All of our coaches have certifications and do continuing education and have experience. And on top of that, we really believe that two heads are better than one. So we meet on a weekly basis as a team to brainstorm and troubleshoot and program plan and talk about how nutrition is going to influence our clients and about pain management and all the aspects that we really feel like are going to give them the best service.
How do you continually help clients progress towards their goals? What does that entail?
So one of the things we do is when you join the gym, you're going to be paired up with a head coach. And the job of the head coach is to basically oversee your programming and communicate that to the rest of the team. And then the really fun thing is on a weekly basis, you're going to sit down with your coach for what we call an accountability session. The purpose of the accountability session is to go over your progress for the previous week, but also to give you a little tweak or correction for the next 7 days. I think that often people's goals are so far down the road that they lose sight of it and they lose motivation. But if they have a 7-day goal, it's a lot easier to obtain. And so what you experience is these little tweaks are actually what progresses your program so that you don't plateau and you continue to move towards your goals.
Fantastic. So definitely taking bite-sized approaches to the goal can make it seem a little bit more manageable.
Yes.
Now, I also understand that you help members alleviate aches, pains, and mobility issues, which I think is so important for folks. How do you do that exactly?
Well, one way we use is myofascial release. So myofascial release actually helps loosen up the actin and myosin in the muscle cell. So when we take a strategic approach to each pain, then we're able to allow the person to continue to move towards their goals.
Now, I actually have a chronic tight hamstring on my right leg, so today Brian's going to walk me through what we can do to help with that. Let's check it out. All right, Brian, let's see how we can relieve some of that tightness in the right hamstring. What steps would you take?
So the first step, usually we would analyze your posture, okay? But when it comes to the hamstring, a lot of times we're dealing with a tight hip flexor first. A lot of people overlook that and go right to the hamstring or the pain source, but it's actually we have to go to what's causing the problem, not the actual symptom of the problem. So first, I'm going to have you get down.
Okay.
On the roller.
So
and
just like face down?
Yep.
Okay.
I want you to put the roller right at the top of your hip.
Right.
You're going to get into a kind of a plank position.
Okay, like this.
Yep. And it's going to be, I'm going to kind of tilt your hip
Yeah,
up just
sure.
a little bit.
Like
now
this.
walk forward just a smidge right there. Unlock this knee for me and just put it down and just relax the right leg. Now you should, if it is tight, it's going to feel like somebody's pushing it.
I feel like I am on a rock actually right now.
Now don't roll back and forth. That's a common mistake.
I do that constantly. I'm probably making my problem worse.
Right. So there's an organ in each muscle cell called the Golgi tendon organ. And that organ communicates with the brain. And when we put pressure on that spot, it actually relieves that actin and myosin. Actin and myosin are really just muscle cells that slide back and forth when you contract and relax. But when muscles get tight, they lock. They don't knot, okay? They lock, and so that communication from the brain to cell unlocks that. So we wait until that pain spot kind of goes away, it dissipates about 50%, and then we move to the next spot.
Got it. Okay, so you would just stay stagnant on it, no, not necessarily rolling. I think that it's easy when you're using a foam roller to assume, okay, I'm just going to roll over this spot that is tender. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, so how often would you recommend that I do this then?
I would do this every day for 2 weeks until the pain goes away. Now we're going to go to the back.
Kind of like this?
Yep. Now tilt this way and tilt back towards me. Anything there.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Okay.
there it is. Woo!
Okay?
Ouch.
Okay. We're going to start down here. Now you said the pain was in the inner hamstring?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to start on the inside of the calf. So the calf actually attaches up here, so a lot of times that can pull on the knee. So we're going to put pressure here. Now we would spend a little bit more time on that.
Sure,
but
sure.
There you go. So
Oh, wow.
Hip flexor, low back, and then calf.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for walking us through that, Brian. Last but not least, for you and your wife, what's the most rewarding part of running Quad City Performance?
Just taking the person from start to finish, reaching their goal.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Well, thanks so much for letting us
Yep.
stop by.
No problem.
For more information, call or text 563-313-0656. More Living Local continues after the break. Stay with us.